New broadcast. Test Thursday. Stram. That's just and YouTube are both up. If I go in my game, it looks like my GPU time went up a little bit again because it has to send that encode out to 2 more places. But in OBS, my average time to render frame is still only 6 milliseconds. It's still getting a solid 60 FPS. You can multi-stream for free using a very average computer. Oh, man. Nothing crazy. You don't need a lot. In fact, I have Corsair RAM sticks, nothing expensive. I have a Zotac Gaming Trinity 3090, which is the cheapest version of it. I have a 5700X 3D CPU, nothing crazy. Its base speed is, I think, 3 gigahertz or something like that. 8 core, 16 thread, but it has that 3D V-cache. So going from a 12 core processor, that 3900X, which is a professional processor at the time, my frame rates skyrocketed in games. Star Citizen. I know I haven't played Star Citizen on stream in a while, but maybe we'll try that later tonight. Star Citizen I could stream with. But the setting right here is what makes a difference. This image quality in Path of Exile 2. DLAA is unusable. There goes my FPS. My stream to you guys is gonna suck right now. Go back to quality. Look at this GPU milliseconds. What is this? Why is this so bad? That one setting can make or break a stream. For somebody with an average computer who's trying to get into streaming, trying to talk to people and have some sort of content, one setting can make and break you. A simple setting. You know what? 2 settings. Turn off Twitch Enhanced Broadcasting. Twitch Enhanced Broadcasting is a problem if you are using a single computer to game and stream. Twitch Enhanced Broadcasting doesn't just encode the stream at 1080p 60 or whatever you're streaming at. You could stream at 720 30. Well, it's still going to try to stream at 1080p 60. It's going to try to stream at 1080p 30, 720 60, 720 30, and downward. All the way, I think, to 180p. And it's encoding that all on your computer, all using your card. Taking resources away from your stream, taking resources away from your game. Instead of doing what they should be doing, which is re-encoding it themselves, like every other place does, like YouTube does. The setting is crazy. But yeah, so Twitch Enhanced Broadcasting disabled. If you're playing Path of Exile, turn off NVIDIA DLAA. It's killing your GPU time. It's killing your stream. You cannot do it. NVIDIA DLAA is garbage, unless you probably have a 50 series card. It's probably meant for the 50 series. They have the extra AI stuff, whereas my 30 series card doesn't. But again, I'm not talking about people with a high-end, brand new computer. I'm talking about regular people like me with a computer they built new at the time in 2020. I've done some upgrades. You know, I got rid of the 3900X, put the 5700X 3D in. I did that this year. Think about that. 4 or 5 years with no upgrades. I built it with a 2080 Super at the time. I upgraded that card and the CPU this year, and I doubled my RAM from 32 gig to 64. That's all you need. All these streamies using the newest stuff, it's because they have a lot of followers and they can afford it. But I guarantee my quality matches them. In fact, let's go back to Twitch. Let's check out TikTok stream. Okay, TikTok. So, looks like I have you here. And it's as clear as it can be. Let's switch over to my other view. How does it still look? You can see the game. I'm really small in the corner there. But you're not here for me. You're here for a game. Maybe you're here for me. I feel sorry for you if you're here for me. But here, if you're here for me, we can go back to this. Alright, so we're back here. Let's look at more of these settings in here. Now this is just a test stream because I wanted to see the quality, make sure things are working. I'm gonna click play. I think everything else is right. Look at this, high quality, 16-time filtering, shadows and global illumination. We're running ultra everything. NVIDIA Reflex. Now I do have the game capped at 60 because I'm streaming at 60. Why would I play at 120, which is what I have my monitor set to? I could stream at 60 on a 120 and it's still smooth because 60 goes into 120. You know, if you're playing at 45 FPS on a 60 FPS monitor, it's going to look like shit. Where if you play at 30 FPS on a 60 FPS monitor, it'll look great. You know, that's the difference. But you stream it, if you're a streamer, you play it where you're streaming at. You get better render time, number one. Look, watch my GPU milliseconds up here. It went up. Not a lot, but it went up. Promiscuous birthmark Mrav on Kick. You are getting banned. Always people trying to make, to sell stuff on Kick. Kick is the worst platform I've ever streamed on. I'm going to open Kick right now. Let's go to my channel. And you got this guy who's an idiot, this promiscuous birthmark. So it's either a person or it's a bot. It's probably just a bot. But again, idiots. Click them. I wish there was a report button. But there's no report button. And it makes no sense to not have a report button. I can click and ban them. And cool, banned. Kick doesn't care. Kick does not care at all. We're going to close that back up. All right, back to this. This GPU at 10 milliseconds with 120, or I can go to 60. And now it's a little lower. 8, 9, sometimes it'll hit 10, but it's not a solid 10 anymore. It's less. You know, everything you do helps. Triple buffering. let's see, for frame rate stability. Look at that. It's still 8, 9. Yeah, look at these. Response. I can do triple buffering and not worry. Multi-threading. Absolutely. Why would I only let it use one CPU core? I got 8 cores. Show bars. I don't know what show bars is. Let's see. It only affects the FPS mode of the performance metrics UI. Not worried about that. So yeah, stay away from the NVIDIA DLAA, and you'll be fine. Unless you have a 50 series card. It probably is fine. VSync. We'll go to adaptive. And actually, my render time for GPU went down. That's not bad, actually. DirectX 12 we're going to use. Similar performance to Vulkan. May work better on some Windows systems. Looks like Vulkan provides more consistent performance when under high CPU load, but my CPU is barely being touched right now. Game. All this stuff I'm not too sure about. And there we go. All right. For those of you wondering if you're here or not still, I'm going to be streaming today at 2 o'clock. That's about 20 minutes. So we're going to set the stream back up in a few minutes here, and we're going to get ready to play. And yeah, see you in about 20 minutes.